Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fadila and I'm from Group 2, and today I will explain about algebraic equation. So let's go to the vocabulary first. And the first vocabulary is odd. Any integer, odd is bilangan ganjil in bahasa. And odd is any integer, not a fraction, that cannot be divided exactly by 2. The last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. For example, minus 3, 1, 7, and 35 are all odd number. 2 is even. Even in bahasa is bilangan genap. Even is any integer, not a fraction, that can be divided exactly by 2. The last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. For example, is minus 24, 0, 6, and 38 are all even numbers. And 3 is absolute value. So this absolute value is a real number without a plus sign or minus sign. Therefore, it can be concluded that the value will always be greater than or equal to 0. For example, the absolute value of 3 is 3, and the absolute value of minus 3 is 3, 2. Next is round up. Round up is a rule that converts a value to a larger number. For example, 3.5 to be 5 and 3.67 to be 3.7. Next is round down. Round down is a rule that converts a value to smaller number. Example, 2.2 to be 2 and 4.53 to be 4.5. Next is bisector. Bisector is the division of something into two equal or congruent parts, usually by a line. For example, this line PQ is division by line AB. The line AB is a bisector, we call usually. Okay, and next is centroid. Centroid of a plane figure is the arithmetic mean position of all the points in the figure. Informally, it is the point at which a cutout of the shape, or with uniformly distributed mass, could be perfectly balanced on the tip of a pin. For the example, the centroid of this is this picture, okay? This is the centroid, titik pusat. Aku lupa. Median. Median is defined as the middle value in a given set of numbers or data. For example, is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 is median. In geometry, a median is a line segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, thus bisecting that side. Median in this picture is red line, okay, garis merahnya. Next is finite. Finite are defined as sets with a finite numbers of elements. Elements of finite sets can be counted. For example, consider a set of even natural numbers less than 11. A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Next is infinite. Infinite in set theory are defined as sets that are not finite. The number of elements in an infinite set goes to infinity. That is, we cannot determine the exact number of elements. For example, the set of integer z. Z is integer, okay? Bilangan bulat. Bilangan bulat from minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and etc. Okay, so we clear vocabulary. So next we go to video. The question of video is create a graph of the linear equation 5x plus 2y is equal to 20. The first step is we first operate the equation to make it easier for us to get the value of y. 5x plus 2y is equal to 20. The both side we subtraction by 5x. So we got 2y is equal to 20 minus 5x. both sides we divided by 2 and we got y is equal to 10 minus 5 per 2x. Then we substitution x on the equation that we have operated on. If we substitution x is equal to 0, y is 10 minus 5 per 2 times 0 is equal to 0. So the coordinate when x is equal to 0 is 0, 10. When x is equal to 2, y is 10 minus 5 per 2 times 2 is equal to 5. So the coordinate for x is equal to 2 is 2, 5. For x equal to 4, y is 10 minus 5 per 2 times 4 is equal to 0. So the coordinate is 4, 0. Then after we get the x and y coordinate as in the previous table, then we draw a paragraph. This is the paragraph of that equation is 5x minus 5x plus 2y is equal to 20. Okay. Then we go to example 1. The example 1 is the larger of two numbers is equal to 14, more 3 times the smaller number. Find the smaller number if their difference 38. The solution is we should start our work with a statement of how we are assigning variables. Let the smaller number is x. Translating the first sentence into an algebraic equation, larger number is equal to 14 more than 3 times smaller number is equal to 3 times smaller number plus 14. Then we got the larger number is 3x plus 14, x for the smaller number. Okay. Then we translating the second sentence into an algebraic equation and substituting our variables give us larger number minus smaller number is equal to 38. The larger number is 3x plus 14 minus smaller number is x is equal to 38. So we subtract 3x with x in, so we get 2x plus 14. Then we subtract both sides with 14. Then we get 2x is equal to 24. Then we divided both sides by 2 is, so we got x is 12. So the smaller number is 12. Next is example 4. Example 4 is Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. How old are they now? I'm sorry for my voice, okay? We should use a variable for Robbie's age and determine the symbolic representation of Sandy's age with the same variable. Let Robbie's age is x. Sandy's age is equal to 4 times Robbie's age. So Sandy's age is 4x. Okay? In 10 years means we will add 10 to each other age. Robbie's age will be x plus 10 and Sandy's age will be 4x plus 10. So we're translating the second sentence and substitute the future variables. We got Sandy's age is equal to Robbie's plus 6. Sandy's age is 4x plus 10 and Robbie's age is x plus 10 plus 6. Karena ini 6 because this 6 years. Okay. So we addition the right side. We got 4x plus 10 is equal to x plus 16. So now we subtract both sides with 10. We got 4x is equal to x plus 6. We subtract both sides by x. We got 3x is equal to 6. We divided both sides with 3 and we got x is equal to 2. Sandy's age is 4x. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Okay, so Robbie's current age is 2 years old, and Sandy's current age is 8 years old. Next is example number 5. Example number 5 is Jessica is 20 years old and Melissa is 21 years old. How many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? So for the solution is, first one, use a variable to represent the unknown in the problem, that is number of years in the past with letter X. Let the number of years in the past is X. Therefore, X years ago, Jessica was 27 minus X years old, and Melissa was 21 minus X years old. The relationship X years ago was Jessica is age is equal to 2 times Melissa is age. Then we substituting the past age, the equation for the problem will be Jessica is age is equal to 2 times Melissa is age. Jessica is age is 27 minus X, and 2 times Melissa is X is 2 times 21 minus X. So we got 27 minus X is equal to 42 minus 2X. We subtract both sides by minus X, and we subtract again both sides by 27. So we got X is 15 years ago. We have to compute the girl's age 15 years ago. So Jessica was 27 minus 15 is equal to 12 years old, and Melissa was 21 minus 15 is equal to 6 years old. So Jessica was twice as old as Melissa is 15 years ago. The last example is example number 6. Example number 6 is two cars are traveling on the same highway toward each other from towns that are 150 miles apart. One car is traveling at 60 miles per hour, while the other is traveling at 50 miles per hour. If they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minute will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? The solution is, decided what is given and what have to find by drawing a picture. The picture shows that total distance is equal to distance traveled by faster car plus distance traveled by slower cars. So since the cars started and passed each other at the same time, the time they've both traveled is the same. Use variable to represent it. So let time traveled by both cars is X. Using the relationship distance is equal to rate times time. Our model become 150 is equal to 60x plus 50x. 150 is equal to 110x. 110x is equal to we divided both sides by 110, so we got x is 1.363636 etc. So we round up in x is equal to 1.37. So 1.37 times 60 minutes is equal to 82.2 minutes, or 1 hour and 22 minutes. So the answer is 82.2 minutes, or 1 hour and 22 minutes. So that is my explanation about this course. I hope you guys enjoy to listen my voice. Okay, thank you for the attention. I am Muhammad Fadila and I will be back in next week. Say goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kayak pematinya.
Tap lagi.